Today is March 5th, 2026. It is 4:10 a.m. So this video we're gonna try to focus on Haiti. Alright, so on my last video, which is on PYTE, and I said I was gonna start this video with this because I saw Haitians is trending. So we're gonna start with this, and then I have some stuff on my list already. Right, I never recorded. So let's see what this is all about. U.S. attorney confirmed fake stores set up solely to swap SNAP benefits for cash. Tiny 150 square foot shops redeem up to $480,000 per month in EBT, $7 million at 2 locations. Haitian owners caught. No real sale, just fraud. Do you support deporting all Haitian? Okay. This is the next target. I've always said that, especially when I saw that video about this guy. They claim he was part of ICE, but he was not on duty at that time. They stopped him. I think it was in Florida. They stopped him because he was driving drunk or something like that. There was one part in his video where he said to that guy, "Are you Haitian?" because of the guy accent, and the other officer was like, it doesn't matter if he's Haitian or not, but the fact, wants to focus on why they stop him. And when they say it doesn't matter, the guy was like, yes, it does. The way he turned his face, where he said, yes, it does. I don't know, something I felt like they have a plan for Haiti, whatever it is.
Minute, are you going to do the exercise?
I will do it.
A strange turn when another deputy on scene tries to explain something to DeSereth, and DeSereth notices his accent.
You know what? Call my supervisor.
Okay. Do you want to do the exercises or no?
I'll do it. But you know what? What's homeboy doing down there? You know, guys, come on.
Make sure we all sit because we're not out of the water. You don't want to get hit. You don't want you to get hit. That's why I'm trying to do the exercise. That way we can move on.
Are you Haitian?
That's nothing to do with my wrist, buddy.
My question was, are you Haitian?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where he's from. Okay. Look, man,
But one of the things I also feel like is because of Haitian history, Haiti's history. So they have a plan for the Caribbean. Whatever plan it is, they want to make sure to eliminate Haiti. Okay, so let's see what. Oh, I already read that. It's 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
We are announcing federal charges against 2 men, Antonio Bonner and Saul Elisme, for large-scale SNAP benefit trafficking, a scheme that turned a program designed to feed families into a multi-million-dollar criminal enterprise. SNAP benefits are also known as food stamps. The defendants are charged with 1 count of food stamp fraud. As alleged in the charging documents, these men abused one of the government's most critical safety net programs for their own financial gain. This is taxpayer money meant to keep people from going hungry. These defendants decided to take it for themselves. These defendants exchanged SNAP benefits for cash, which they pocketed. Bonner, a naturalized U.S. citizen from Haiti, owned the Jesuela Variety Store. Elisme, a lawful permanent resident also from Haiti, owned the Saul Mache Mixe store. These 2 businesses were co-located within a single storefront in Boston. To be certain, these were not supermarkets. They were not full-service groceries. It would be a huge stretch to even call them convenience stores. In fact, the only thing convenient about these stores was how easy it was to commit SNAP benefit fraud. To put this in perspective, the Jesuela Variety Store is less than 150 square feet in size, smaller than some bathrooms. The Saul Mache Mixe store was approximately 500 square feet in space. By contrast, a supermarket can be 20,000 to 60,000 square feet in size, have a dozen or more registers, and employ numerous employees. Both the Jesuela Variety and Saul Mache Mixe stores had 1 register, no carriages, no hand baskets, and very little food for sale. One legitimate supermarket in the same area as these stores redeems approximately $80,000 in SNAP benefits per month. Over the last 20 months, the Josuela Variety Store was redeeming between 3 and 6 times that amount monthly, with nowhere near the space, inventory, customers, or infrastructure to support it. The Sal Mache Mixe store redeemed over $120,000 in SNAP benefits in the last 6 months. Simply put, there is no plausible way SNAP eligible food could have been purchased from these stores for this long. Yet, these two stores are alleged to have illicitly trafficked nearly $7 million in SNAP benefits.
Okay. If this is true, if they're truly breaking the law is the law. But one thing I realize as well with this current administration, they will make up stuff. This is not to excuse of what she said here. If it is true, they create that store just to do what she says. Okay, they have the right to make sure that the person be arrested for taking advantage of the program. However, with this current administration, they have the pattern of making up stuff, okay, and to get people upset about certain things because they have their objective. The same tactic in the UK. They manufacture something so they could try to resolve it. So if what she's reading is true, yes, they need to be punished because this is not what the SNAP benefit was created for. I'm gonna show you, this video is supposed to be about Haiti, but this one came to mind. I believe it's Minnesota governor. I think he was in Washington, testified about something, the Somalis or something. All right, let's pause. I hope it's not too long.
Stop payment.
Okay, it's 24 seconds. Okay, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz owns James Comey and the House Oversight Committee hearing on fraud. Our Medicare error rate is lower than your state. All right, so let's listen. You could go on C-SPAN to listen to this much longer if you care to about it, but I'm just gonna share this with you.
Stop payments.
Chairman, if I could mention what a stop payment meant by what the administration did last week is 400,000 children without health care. Are you stopping payment of one person?
We believe that's your fault and the Attorney General's fault because you do nothing about fraud, even though everyone in America sees
our Medicare error rate is lower than your state.
Fraud. You have been defrauded. You have not been good stewards of the taxpayer dollars. Stop payments.
So this is the thing. They're targeting certain areas that don't vote for Republican. That's pretty much, that's what it is. All right, so let's go back, not to the previous one, but let's continue with Haiti. All right, so pretty much what they're trying to do, the Republicans are trying to do, okay, remember the moment Trump got in office, he took American money, fired a whole bunch of Americans, take the money that was supposed to go to the people, close certain offices like what do you call USAID, what other one, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, okay, because many of their people be doing some things illegal, so I think they shut it down, or they're trying to dismantle it. Department of Education, they want to shut it down, so they fire a whole bunch of people in many of these departments and then take the money. And I think they did some swapping of money with, what's the country in South America? All right, so they got their thing. So now they're creating noises for the midterm election. So when people go to vote, they're going to start bringing these issues. Oh, Haitians did this. Somalis did this. So they're picking their noise. And then the people will just fall for it. Meanwhile, they already took their money. Okay, the big chunk of money, they already took it. It's very sad. Okay, I want this video to be about Haiti. So let's get back to the original recording. I just wanted to explain a little bit more what I think these two videos were making reference of, or what I think of them. All right, I got this out of the way. I just wanted to share with you, the thing that these people are trying to do here. All right, so this one was posted since February 7th. Okay, that's in Haiti. Today's ceremony to mark the end of one Haiti transition and beginning of another is about to get started. TPC member Leslie Voltaire and Regine Abraham are inside. Prime Minister, who's that? Okay, Alex Didier Fils Ame, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, has arrived. U.S. Georgia also spotted. Right now, any deal with the U.S., don't hold your breath. Oh my God, you give them an inch. Okay, I don't know what's going on. The other thing as well, what's going on with these people keep on covering their faces? We are at a dire time right now. They want to do that thing and you don't see their face. All right, next tweet. The National Police of Haiti received today, February 5th, 2026, 3 armored vehicles with tires, a donation from the Republic of Korea as part of its cooperation with the Haitian government. This armored vehicle will serve in the fight against terrorist gangs. Why? Yeah, they said terrorist gang. What the hell? What the hell? Going against your own people? Oh my God, I don't know. There's me here. What? Okay, so there's some responses here. They are, okay, this one is in English. I'll read that one. Okay, and that one. Tonight, those bandit guys have something in their hands. Okay, I know those transport to a blend, but we can always put a turret on its head and make it serve like a infantry blend. I don't know. Let's go to the next one. Why do they need a tank? Isn't there another, it's like they go and fight with their people? Yes, there's gangs and stuff like that, but my God. Maybe I'm not a military person. Maybe that's not my territory to say. Alright, the Carrefour. Okay, so that's the name here. Police substation reopened its door this Saturday after nearly 2 years of dysfunction due to repeat attacks by Vive Asen. Okay, is that the name of the bandit? The thugs had vandalized and set fire to it. Commissioner Jack Ader, who oversaw the installation of officers in this police building, promises to bring the Marché Salomon station back into service as law enforcement forces recently regained control of it. The head of the DD01 states that the battle against armed gang continues. Alright, so let's, oh my God, this is long. Alright, so there's the response here. They're already about to shoot the bullet at the gang like you inside, while everybody else already dropped their feet. Okay, I don't know. I just want to share with you. That's pretty much that.
Réaffirmer conviction pour nous accompagner le peuple là en bataille que la menée pour sécurité. On profiter, remercier et saluer tous les journalistes qui sont toujours avec nous pour porter parole là-bas répondre Et pour nous dire, venez nous là, c'est témoignage insistance, force de l'ordre, notamment la police, dirigée par André Vladimir par exemple. Et Joël Orival, on cite que deux ça. Et on bat un gros bravo pour le commandement de la police là, qui lui-même a gourmé pour que la paix règne dans le pays. Et j'ai dit nous, la police n'a pas dormi pour que la population vienne sommeil pour nous gonfler. Dans ce matin,
Oh, that's long.
nous venons l'ouvrir sous commissariat. On vient pour nous envoyer un message clair. Si là, qui connaît au cas, mettez bâton en roue, bonne marche, pays d'Haïti, ou bien particulièrement dans Port-au-Prince, que ce soit Delma ou autre, pour nous dire, game nan fini. Je dis à bataille là a continué et ça ne pas bien obligé de ranger moi. Parce que nous ne pouvons pas rien à personne encore. Je vais être la fin de jouer. Et pas oublier dans l'ouest là, le premier sous-commissariat. Il va le réaffecter, il va continuer le travail pour le peuple là, sécurité, pour le peuple là, service. Ok, bientôt c'est pour, comme il a annoncé, marché Salomon pour réouvrir même là. Et n'a dit mon yo.
Oh my god, that's kind of long. All right, so this is my last one. I might do another video for Haiti because I need to stockpile for you guys once a week. All right, so there's this here. An anti-black Dominican narratives, February 27, so-called Dominican Independence Day, is framed as independence from Haiti. The idea of Haitian occupation romanticizes DR, Dominican Republic's colonial past, and dangerously erases a history of Haiti-Dominican solidarity. It's time to set the record straight. Alright, so this is exactly 3 minutes. Okay, video and culture decor. Alright, so let's listen to this.
You might have heard of the Haitian Revolution, but what do you know about their neighbor, the Dominican Republic's fight for independence? In Dominican narratives, February 27th is often framed as independence from Haiti, alongside myths of enslavement, colonization, and even genocide of Dominicans by Haitians. Let's set the record straight. The narrative of the Haitian occupation romanticizes DR's colonial past and hides the long-standing history of radical solidarity between Haitians and Dominicans. So let's relearn this history of independence as la separación from our neighbor and, for a time, closest political ally in the struggle for abolition and black freedom. In 1801, Toussaint Louverture abolished slavery across the entire island, and by 1804, Haiti was the first independent black republic in the New World, forcing the French to retreat to the eastern side of the island where they reinstated slavery and attempted to attack the new nation. While Santo Domingo's under Spanish rule from 1808 to 1821, Presidents Pétion and Boyer are sending weapons to eastern allies on the borderlands who supported unification and conspired against slave owners until 1822. In 1821, a mostly white Criollo elite created an independent state on the eastern side of the island, where slavery was still legal. The state only existed for 3 months, as in 1822, Santiago-based leaders supported the abolition of slavery and reunification, sending written requests from 15 towns petitioning for both. But they were met with resistance from slave owners, the church, and white criollos who wanted a neo-colonial DR. On February 9th of 1822, Boyer entered Santo Domingo with 12,000 troops and abolished slavery that very day for the second time, marking the start of a 22-year period of unification, making the entire island of Haiti the only place in the New World where you can be a free black person. Boyer was very unpopular by the end of his presidency due to heavy taxation to pay Haiti's debt to France, his lacking response to island-wide devastation from the 1842 Cap-Haitien earthquake, and opposition from criollos who were now removed from power. Now, according to records from the time, February 27th was seen as a strategic and economic separation, not a racial or ethnic one. Haiti was targeted by Western violence, resulting in economic crisis. Former slave-owning families took over the nation-making project in 1844 and killed or exiled the Trinitarios, the progressive political group that helped form the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic has taken one battle by the wildly unpopular on both sides military leader Rivière Erard and stretched it to represent the will of Haiti to take back DR. President Santana exaggerated this Haitian threat to justify his dictatorship and all-white government. Today, Dominicans stretched this war till 1861, hiding the ways that the oligarchy overlooked black and mixed-race Dominicans to return the country to Europe. There were also battles between 1844 and 1846 which sought to return the country to Haitian governance. This violent Haitian versus Dominican dichotomy emerges from this independence. It's not the cause of it. According to La Trinitaria, Dominican independence was driven by the desire to protect our island and embrace diversity. We have to recognize that this attempt to protect our island has been rewritten to justify xenophobia, anti-Haitianism, anti-blackness, and the continued oppression of all black people in the Dominican Republic to this day. Y'all don't want to hear me though, y'all want to dance.
Okay, so I thought I shared that with you. I do not know the history of Dominican Republic, so that's a learning.
You might have heard of the Haitian Revolution, but what do you know about?
That's a learning experience for me. Alright, so that is it. I'm gonna do another video about Haiti. So the next video is, I'm gonna start with this tweet. I took it from my list. I have a lot to share with you, but never really. Alright, so we're gonna start with that. It's 1 minute and 44 seconds. Alright, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.